Here's the possible number of permutations you could get from a single license plate. A permutation is a unique sequence of characters. They could be letters or numbers. So there's 36 possible digits, 26 letters in the alphabet, plus 10 numbers, which would be 0 through 9. So you have 6 spaces on an average license plate, plus 36 digits for each space. That's 36 to the 6th power. Some states will have 7 spaces, or 7, I guess what you call it, 7 units on their license plate. So that would be 36 to the 7th power. 36 to the 6th power gives enough unique combinations for about 1/4 of the world's population to each have their own unique license plate. 36 to the 7th is going to be whatever the 36 to the 6 is times 36 more. So this gives you several billion. This is enough unique combinations to give every person on the planet several unique license plate numbers. And this is all just for one single state in the United States. There are nuances such as how long does a license plate last until somebody needs to renew their plates and get a different license plate number, and how often do they recycle license plate numbers. You could slightly increase your number of permutations by adding your 36 to the 6th, plus 36 to the 5th, plus 36 to the 4th, and all the way down. But this will barely increase your total number of permutations. The reason you could add all these up is because 36 to the 5th will have 4 zeros, and 36 to the 4th will have 3 zeros, even though they both just give a number of 1. But every time you decrease your exponent by 1, you're decreasing your total number of permutations to 1/36 of the original value. I'm going to do a quick insert here to show how these numbers decrease. 36 to the 6th, take 1/36 of that to get 36 to the 5th, 1/36 of that to get 36 to the 4th. That means 36 to the 4th is 1/36 of 1/36 of 36 to the 6th. So it comes out to be 1/1296 of the original value. So adding progressively smaller exponents adds almost nothing to the original value, because you drop down 2 exponents, you're adding less than 1/1000th of the original value. And when you go down to 36 to the 3rd, it just keeps getting smaller and smaller as you multiply that number by 36. Here's how the exponents work. On the first space on your license plate, you have 36 options. And then on the second space, you have another 36 options. So this is 36 times 36. And then the next space, on the third space, you'll have another 36 options. So this is 36 cubed. And if you have 6 spaces, you'll have 36 to the 6th power. If you have 7 spaces, it'll be 36 to the 7th power. If there was some sort of rule that you could only use each digit once, so then the first space would give you 36 options, the next would give you 35, the next would give you 34. You just take 36 times 35 times 34. That's the way it works when you draw from a deck of cards, because every time you pull out a card, then you have 1 fewer cards on the next draw. It's fun to think about how much you could increase that number of 36 by adding extra characters, such as lowercase letters in the alphabet. But the problem is they'll be smaller and harder to see, and a lot of lowercase letters look like uppercase letters. Other symbols like pluses and minuses or punctuation tend to be smaller and a little harder to see from a distance. But yeah, if you just leave it as capital letters, 26 letters in the alphabet, plus 10 numbers, 0 through 9, it's 36 to the 6th. And here, you may just want to differentiate between a 0 and an O, the letter O, because they can look the same. So 36 to the 6th on your calculator on your smartphone, you can just hit 36. Then there's a button that's X to the Y power. Hit that and then 6. You get 2.2 billion. There's about 8 billion people on the planet. 2.2 divided by 8, about 1/3. So about 1/3 of every person on Earth gets a license plate just for your state, and that's a unique license plate. And if you take 36 to the 7th power for 7 numbers or 7 digits on your plate, then you're going to get 78 billion divide that by 8 billion. That means that you can have approximately 10 individual unique license plates for every person on the planet. And that is just for a single state or the state that you live in.